All right, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Now, I am still in Cancun, and I'll be here till Thursday, so until then, the setup's going to look a little bit different like this, but the grind doesn't stop. Now, in today's video, we're going to be building on top of that Solana portfolio of meme tokens and micros that we've been talking about. You all know we have been diving headfirst into the Solana ecosystem. I've been talking about Solana for 2 to 3 days every single week, realistically for the last 3 years straight. And so because of that, we're diving even deeper now from just Solana itself into its ecosystem, into the micro caps, into the meme coins, because I think they're going to be some of the leading performers of the 2024 and 2025 bull market. And so because of that, again, as I mentioned before, we're going to be adding to our list of ones that we've invested into today, as I am going to be talking about why I invested into a crypto named Ponke. Now, you guys know, again, like I mentioned before, we have been absolutely smashing it over in HGXS, and a lot of them have been the Solana ecosystem tokens. We, of course, saw Myro make us a 1,000% gain in 18 days, with 171% in 18 days from HGXS. We, of course, saw Aurum, the opposite, the evil twin of Myro, which isn't doing the best anymore, but did make us a 100% gain in just 4 days over in HG Access. So first of all, HG Access link down below, but let's talk a little bit about why I believe Ponke could do well, as again, it is a part of the Solana ecosystem. Now, Ponke, as you can see, is a degenerate gambler with anger issues on the Solana network. Now, what you can go ahead and see is that they are trying to just make this one of those new memes, right? We saw, of course, Bonk, we saw Myro, we saw Whiff, and they want the next one to be Ponke. Now, they are doing extremely well already. As you can see here, the fully diluted market cap is already at $22 million, and that is down from the roughly 30, 40, $50 million market cap in which they were at already. And what I do like to see for them is that they're not brand new, right? If we actually go ahead and go down a little bit, they actually did pop up in, the last week of December, early of the last week of December, which is a good sign to me. And the reason it's a good sign to me is because a lot of the times whenever we see everything happening on chain, especially for something like Solana, a lot of meme tokens will show up, and within 4 to 5 days, that's about it for them. Whereas if you look at what Ponke's doing, I mean, realistically, they did pop off. They did extremely well in the very beginning, going to 30, 40, $50 million market cap. They pulled all the way back down to the 1 cent-ish levels, which puts them at less than $10 million market cap. They went sideways for a little while, held the floor, and then climbed all the way up to a $50 million plus market cap with 15, 20, $10 million in volume every single day, right? And so a lot of the times whenever we see these different cryptos that are capable of accomplishing things like that, it tells me that they can easily implement themselves within the ecosystem itself and not just be one of those here 1 week, gone the next week type of cryptos. Now, realistically, they're meme tokens. And so you never can truly know what's going to happen with a meme token. And that's something you always have to be aware of, is that they're not necessarily providing a ton of utility. And so that doesn't necessarily provide them with the most stability. But as I mentioned before, the fact that it was able to hold a floor at 1 cent, climb all the way up to over 10 cents, being able to accomplish things like that says to me that as we do continue to see more and more liquidity injected into the Solana ecosystem, whether it's something like Bonk popping off or whether it's Solana itself popping off or whatever, that we should see some of that liquidity trickle down into something like Ponke, which in my opinion will help maintain its price over the time. That's the mindset that I'm in, and that's the mindset that I told him about over in the Patreon. Now, going a little bit deeper into actually Ponke itself, you can see that they're actually starting to try to build a narrative, build a story around the meme, and not just leave it to be a dead in the water meme project eventually. You can see here that they say this degenerate gambler was spawned from your energy, but he's more than just a gambler. Ponke's ambitions stretch far and wide beyond just making it. He has some plans for Solana, and they begin very soon. Stay tuned as the story is making a turn. And so the reason why I do personally like that is because it's like, okay, that also helps me provide me with the sense of stability to some degree, in the sense that, okay, they're actually going to try to build on top of this. Because most of the time, these meme coins just kind of create the meme, create the socials, generate hype, the hype dies off, and that's it. But the fact that they're trying to build on top of it and seemingly maybe implement some type of utility that can contribute towards Solana could have them do well towards the future. And clearly that's a part of the reason why I did want to add them to my own little Solana ecosystem bag itself. You guys know the Solana ecosystem is absolutely popping off right now. I mean, you've seen it, and I'm sure you've seen it at this point, especially if you follow Solana at all. But realistically, everything happening right now has been insane. We know that Solana trading aggregator Jupiter saw volumes jump ahead of the Jupe issuance, in which the platform settled over $500 million in trades on Sunday alone. So the Solana ecosystem is thriving. It's probably in a better position than it's ever realistically been in. And the fact that Solana as a chain is handling it so well tells me that that could continue. And so because of that, again, I wanted to talk a little bit, not only just about who Ponke were, why I was adding them to my own little Solana ecosystem portfolio, but also why I'm still bullish on the Solana ecosystem for the long term. So of course, I hope you guys do enjoy these videos. As I mentioned before, on Friday, I will be back in my office with the higher quality videos, but I hope, of course, you did enjoy, and I will see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.